Hi, I'm Cheryl Ann, and I'm a special ed teacher at Orange Avenue, and I have the distinct pleasure of doing a lot of co-teaching with Heather in the 3rd grade. We started to think about her class about mid-year in terms of co-teaching because she has a very high number of special ed students, 6 identified, and three
that we're working on an SAT very
SAT.
closely.
So we realized about mid-year that we also have in this class many children that are very bright, that like to dominate all of the conversations. So we felt that if we split them up and did some co-teaching models, that we would be able to target better the kids that could disappear in the whole group or not have the opportunity to share their thinking. So we began thinking about co-teaching in writing, and we do a lot of station teaching during the writing process. I had the opportunity to have a student teacher for a while, so that was very nice because we could have 3 teacher-manned stations going on at a time. We've also done some co-teaching in math, where we've done the same thing, pulled some groups to reinforce skills for or to reteach skills for.
Especially like multiplication and division, concepts of time, area, and perimeter.
I would say that the most difficult piece about co-teaching is finding the time to plan. That the planning for co-teaching isn't always as easy as you might think it is, that you really need to think of in terms of who needs what, who's going to do what, how you're going to organize the class, how you're going to organize the movements. It's a lot of logistical planning, but once it kind of gets going, it does take on a life of its own and start to flow, but the initial planning takes usually an extensive amount of time.
And I found in the past few years that I've been co-teaching with a different special ed teacher, but now I have the pleasure to work with Cheryl. We would plan about 2 days a week for about a half an hour. We were given this time planned throughout the day for about 30 minutes twice a week, and we plan what we would do for each day and then make adjustments throughout the week. So, and we unfortunately don't have that this year. We meet a lot after school or before school and during our preps.
Email at 11 o'clock.
Lots of emails, Google Docs.
Google Docs, things like that. We try to use, as much of the technology that's afforded to us to help us in that planning process, but the time factor, I think, is probably the largest struggle. I mean, I have had the pleasure of co-teaching with several teachers in the district, and I would say beyond planning, I think the next largest hurdle might be just developing that trust relationship with the person that you're working with so that no one feels uncomfortable, because not everything goes as well as you would like to have, even with the best laid plans. So
yes, the trust is one of the key factors. You really have to be able to go to the other person and talk to them and be flexible.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're both very flexible with each other. She goes with the flow whenever I change directions.
Inclusive piece for my special ed children, and having them have the opportunity to work with different children at different levels also just accelerates their growth as well.
We are not only able to support students, but we're able to enrich them as well.